Our passing sequences, and today what we're going to look at is what to do when your partner inserts a half butterfly hook. The worst thing you could probably do in this situation is continue to drive forward into your partner as if it was just a regular half guard, because what's going to happen is your weight's going to become unweighted and it's easier for your partner to invert into you or look at sweeping you over. Okay, so instead what we're going to look at trying to do here is we're going to monitor our partner's near side arm, and we're going to look at pinning the wrist to the mat. So the reason we're doing this is because this arm is what's going to give us the most problems. So he can use this arm to set up arm drags. He can set up his shoulder crunches, his kimuras, and he can also reach under my leg and start scooping under my leg and getting underneath my base here. Okay, once he has this, because he has a butterfly hook, he has a solid frame to keep me off of him. So to prevent that, what we're going to look to do is take a grip on the wrist and pin his wrist to the mat. All right. Once we do that, I'm going to start to angle forward a little bit so that I unweight my left leg, and I'm going to windshield wiper my leg inside and start opening up my partner's his hook on my inside leg here, his half guard hook. All right. So now in one motion, I'm going to look to actually pass across the other side. So if you have an underhook on your right, you want to pass left. And if I have an underhook left, I'm going to pass right. So what I'm trying to do here is this gap that's open between his elbow and hip, that's going to become my underhook. So I'm going to take my wrist and insert it into the hip pocket while I step across. Okay, so now I basically have a knee slice set up here. All I need to do now is turn my knee, and because I have this underhook, I can start chasing the head. And once I get to this position here, I'm going to start chasing the hips. So I'm going to start coming back around and getting my knee towards my partner's hip. All right, one more time. So we're playing half guard and your partner inserts his butterfly hook. The first thing we're going to look to do to prevent your partner from off balancing you and getting under your base is we're going to look at pinning this near side arm in this manner. And then I'm going to look at leaning forward a little bit to unweight my leg so I can windshield wiper and insert my, butterfly hook into the inside position here. Then what I'm going to look to do is take my wrist right to the hip pocket and turn my elbow forward. Right? If my elbow stays open and I stay away from the hip pocket, if my elbow is away from the hip pocket, he can easily get an underhook back in, and now I've got to reset the position. So as I relinquish control of the wrist, I go right to the hip pocket and I keep my elbow facing forward, and I'm going to step to the far hip, turn my knee, chase the head, and I'm going to look at chasing the hips after I finish the knee slice. Does that make sense? Any questions?